All right, hello traders, everybody. Welcome to today's stream. My name is Yaroslav Burchenko, and today we're going to dive into momentum indicators and specifically the Axel trading strategy. Now, first of all, before we get too far ahead, if you guys could please let me know if you can hear me and see me, and that'll be my cue to get rolling, get going. Today is going to be a lot of coaching, a lot of one-on-one coaching. So if you're really into trading and you have money on the line, you can use this opportunity to ask any kind of questions, perhaps talk about any positions that you may have open, and also get some feedback on perhaps your trading strategy and such. We are having a little bit of construction, so in the office, so you guys may hear some construction noise in the back. I do apologize for that. I'm sure that if I need to repeat something again, I will happily do that for you guys. All right, so without further ado, let's get started. What are momentum indicators? We have there's actually an indicator called that, a momentum indicator, and you can find it right here. But momentum indicator, they're technical analysis tools that are usually used to gauge the strength or the weakness of a financial instrument's price. The strategy that we're using, the Axel strategy, is a short-term strategy. We're going to be using the 1-minute time frame, and you can get a lot of trades in an hour. As you know, trading is a game of statistics, so what you can do is using this strategy, you can have a large quantity of trades. So what you want to do is limit your risk. You never want to put more than 1 or 2% of your entire account into one single trade. That's a rule that you always want to stick to when you're scalping, right? Until you really get the hang of things, you want to stick to that rule. So without getting too far ahead, let me see how you guys are doing. Hola. Good evening to you as well, Rajel, Carlos Toral, Sunil Negi. Hello, good evening. Parithan Mani, welcome. Dora LK, Squabble Gamer, welcome, welcome. Mountain Pablo, all right, you guys. So everybody, welcome. Good stuff. Thank you, and by the way, to our beautiful Angie, thank you so much for your support and your help in chat today. So where can we find this Axel strategy so that you will have it on your trading account if you are at least an advanced status level or higher. So here is the Axel strategy. And what do I mean by, status? That's actually right here. It's a way of measuring your level, trading with olymptrade, and you can increase your status by, depositing an X amount of dollars onto the account, or you can earn a higher status by, trading. And every trade that you close, whether it's profitable or not, it'll bring more and more experience and increase your status. It's kind of a loyalty program from the company, but it gives you a lot of benefits. Like I trade on expert level, but if you have advanced, then you can find the Axel VIP strategy in your strategy window. The strategy button is right here. If you click on your technical analysis and then click right here, trading strategies, you will be able to find the Axel strategy right here. So I do want to ask you guys to please don't spam. Nifty, I am going to put you in timeout. Please do not spam. Thank you very much. So the Axel VIP strategy uses only one oscillator, the momentum, and I'm going to click on the enable strategy button right here, and it's going to get rid of all of my technical analysis, but that's okay because this one indicator really gives us a lot what we're looking for. A lot of what we're looking for. Another thing that you may want to do is go ahead and change the initial indicator line to something more appealing, like say, oh, that's not the one. So this bottom line, you want to go ahead and change it to gold because this is going to be our indicator line. When this indicator crosses the 100 level, this middle line is the 100 level. When the indicator crosses the middle line from top to bottom, we want to open up a sell trade. And if we're crossing from bottom to top, then we want to open up a buy trade. Very simple. We just wanted to put it out there for you guys that it is very effective, right? The momentum indicator is a really sharp pinpointing indicator that gives you an idea of when the strength of the move fades, right? When we have too much volatility or when we have too little volatility, the momentum indicator will give us that image very clear so that we can see. All right, so we are going to be trading in the FTT platform, but we have a question in chat right here from Ravi Adirala. He's asking how to trade in SPT. We're actually going to have a webinar tomorrow about stock price trades where Angie will explain to you guys about fractional stocks and trading on the SPT platform. So you don't want to miss it. It's going to be tomorrow at 5:30. All right, so let's go ahead and open up our indicator window, fixed time trades. I want to start with the 90%, and I may have missed this trade. Look at that. It was 3 minutes ago, and I would have opened it to the bottom. Another thing that I want to make sure to drive home, you guys, is that there is no 100% signal. You'll never be able to find an indicator or a trading strategy or even a trading system that gives you 100% profitability. So with that in mind, again, I want to urge you to use a smaller risk parameter and try to trade more. You want to open up 10 trades. Our goal for today is to open 10 trades in half an hour. So that is what we're going to go through. I'm going to leave the amount for 20, but I'm going to drop down the duration to 2 minutes, which is twice the time frame that we're using. Quickler assets, let's go ahead and use the Quickler. Have a look at that. You know what, you guys, for the purpose of the webinar, I believe Quickler may not be the best show of what the indicator can do. So we're just going to go back to our Japanese candlesticks, and 2 minutes, 1 minute time frame, $20 for the trade amount. Perfect. All right. Let's go down our list of indicators. Now, as you guys may have any kind of trading related questions, go ahead and ask them in chat. Again, I'm not going to take any kind of spamming because I need to read chat and be able to answer questions. So yeah, please no spamming. So the Aussie CAD. Aussie has been a relatively strong currency over the last little while, but so has the CAD, right? It's a commodity exporting country, and so commodities are at historical highs right now, and we can definitely see that. Can you repeat indicator and its settings? I was late, please. Sure, trigger zone, no problem. Actually, thank goodness for the olymptrade strategy section. It actually takes out all of the remembering and all of the, you know, all the things that you may have to do. It's done for you. So all I did was click the indicator window right here under trading strategies and open up the Axel strategy, and then just click on enable strategy. It deleted all of my technical analysis. Keep this in mind if you are doing this on the asset that you have a lot of technical analysis on. This will get rid of all of your technical analysis, so keep that in mind. The parameters, so trigger zone YT asked, can you repeat the indicator settings? The parameters are 14 and 14, but honestly we only use the bottom line, which is the indicator line, which shows us the change of momentum. It shows us the change of strength. If you know how bulls are constantly opening up one-sided, if there's some sort of hesitancy, or if there's two-sided volatility, or if the volatility dies down, all these factors will make the momentum indicator shift its direction, and that's what we're looking for, is a shift in direction when we cross the middle line. The best strategy, in my opinion, short clips, is always the one that you make, and I believe more longer term strategies hold more weight. So the longer your strategy is, say using a 1 hour time frame or the daily time frame, and then holding that position for longer, say a few hours to a few days, in my experience, those have been the trades that have earned me the most, right? But there's also a colleague of mine who he was trading FTT. Mind you, he did this on the demo account, but he wanted to show his clients and how possible it is to make. He made, in 6 hours of trading, just throughout the day, he made $20,000 trading on the FTT platform. So I know that it can be done. I know that it's possible, but it takes a certain degree of professionalism, experience, and in a certain way, luck, right, to make those kinds of results. All right, so let's go ahead and continue looking for trades that we can open up using the Axel strategy. So Aussie CAD, nothing yet. Euro CAD either. I'm looking just at the momentum indicator right here, guys. Remember, the goal is to open up 10 trades. This looks promising. Oh, unfortunately, this big ugly candle, that destroys it for me. I'm gonna keep going. I want something that's more reliable. Again, my goal is to make 10 out of 10. Is that possible? I don't know. I will take this though. I totally see how Asia indices could drop lower. We did cross about 3 minutes ago. So we'll leave that for now. Nothing in the Europe composite. The pound dollar, nothing on the pound dollar either. Pound is definitely one of those currencies that you want to watch. We had consumer spending come out on Monday, and it was much better than expected, much better than what we saw in December. And so UK GDP data is on tap on Friday. That's definitely something that we're going to be watching. This looks promising, guys. Have a look at this. As we break this level, if you guys have a look at, as we break this level, this trade will be very, very good. Ooh, I like that drop, but I do want to wait until we break the level and the momentum indicator shows us a sell. Will we wait for it? I might answer a question right now. So we have Ravi Adirala. How can we know that the market value is going up trend or downtrend? One of the easiest ways, well, it depends on what market, right? If you're trading commodities, there's the commodity index right here. Looking at this graph, it'll show you what the general direction of commodities is. If you're trading, say, US stocks, what's the best indicator to look at when you're trading US stocks? I'll let somebody in chat answer that for me right now. I myself am going to look at the British pound, Aussie franc, Aussie yen, Aussie New Zealand dollar, boom, perfect. This trade got in, so we have the cross right here. We crossed the line. This is an example of a very, very good trade, you guys. Have a look at this. This is something that you want to be looking for. You want to combine several layers of technical analysis in order to get the best expectancy. Remember, this is a game of statistics, and you want to have the best kind of setup. I have to take sometimes trades under the gun, right? You guys are watching me. I have 30 minutes. Sometimes I have to take these trades. In my normal life, I would always look for the best opportunity because, again, this is my money. Sometimes I use my money for show, but most of the time I use my money to get rich and feed myself. So, also explain the CCI. I think we'll leave the CCI for another day. Let's focus on opening up 8 more trades using the Axel strategy. So this may be a good buy right here, guys, but I don't like that the momentum is crazy down. This is one more thing that you need to keep track of, even though we have some sideways movement, and from here price may reverse and we may go up. I personally want to see, actually this does not look quite bad. I'll pass again because I have, you know, some more time and there's a large list of assets that I can trade. I'm gonna, so I can't trade Brent for 2 minutes. I'm gonna pass on that. This strategy is available from advanced status. All right. So nothing yet in terms of a good trade that we can scalp on for right now. Let's see how our first trade closed. Oh, come on. Oh, the first trade closed. Oh, this is my AIG stock that I'm holding. Asia Composite closed negative. This one looks like it's going to close negative. Oh, wow. What a bummer. Yeah, so that's -2. Very unfortunate. Very bad start to today's webinar. Oh, that was 40 bucks gone just like that. Pound franc may be something to watch. Keep in mind, you guys, that the Federal Reserve is looking to increase rates this year, something absurd of like five times. Also, they are cutting back on the quantitative easing program, which means that the stock market in general, the stock market should fall as the US dollar rises. So we're going to be looking for opportunities to buy into the US dollar strength. As you guys can see, the strength is undeniable. The best economic calendar that I use would be Trading Economics. So tradingeconomics.com, they have the fastest, it may be difficult to see, it may be difficult to follow, especially if you're used to investing, but I find that it has the best, the news comes out really quickly on that platform. There's a lot of strategies for beginners as well. If we have a look at right here, if we have a look at trading strategies, see everything that has one rank right here, the one rank, those are all free. Those are all free, and right here you can tell what platform it's for. Like this is for FTT, this is for FX. Right here, the Axel strategy that we're using today, it works both for the FTT and the FX platform. So Hamad Sid is asking to explain the CCI indicator. It's actually one of my favorite indicators, the Commodity Channel Index. It's an oscillator that I use the opposite way of what you would normally use an oscillator. So if say we're oversold, or excuse me, we're overbought, and then when the indicator line comes back over the 100 level and crosses, I sell at this level, because usually that is the peak or the cusp of the wave, and from there we're usually going to see a few days of falling, and that's my sweet spot, right? Usually holding a position for a few weeks may not be the best idea, but when you trade off the cusp of a big wave, you always have a few days in reserve, and that's where I'm usually trading, right? The move is very difficult to stop. After the cusp, a lot of professional traders, it's called fade the move, and so I participate in fading the move. No matter what it is, whether we're oversold or overbought, I'm ready to fade the move. And another confirmation signal that you can get from the CCI is a cross over the zero line, and that's something that I recommend trading as well whenever the CCI crosses over the zero line. But I'm sorry, I spent a lot of time now. The momentum indicator is much more simpler than that. You just wait for it to cross the zero line, and usually it works best. Notice what we see on the graph right here. We have this little area where it's really difficult to pinpoint where the cross was, but we have, say, this initial move right here, very significant, right? Very significant move, and then that would be where you want to be opening the trade. So will the Fed sell bonds in the market? They're looking to cut their program to zero. They're looking to, oh, you're asking about selling in the market. They usually hold on to the bonds until maturity. So they're going to hold them until those bonds mature. Let's go ahead down the list one more time. It appears that none of our trades came through, and we didn't find any other good entry points for this strategy. I'm going to go a little bit quicker here. Hey, love from India, Ravil Ediar, welcome, welcome. Sofiane Snucci, good stuff. Ooh, this may be a trade to the bottom. I'll take that. Now I am late. How many minutes? 1, 2, 3. So 3 minutes late yet again. It should work for us this time, because the general trend is lower. We had that nice spike up higher. Yeah, Bitcoin is crazy volatile, right? From 69 down to 30, now at 43. Wild ride. All right, let's have a look. So, Asia Composite Index. This would have been a good trade. Is this not our trade? No, the European Composite. I did miss this. This would have been a perfect trade. Change of momentum, had the crossover. I did miss this though. So no really obvious trades right here. One more thing that you can do if, say, you're not finding any entries on the 1 minute graph, you can jump up to the 1 hour graph. Those signals are much more reliable, and you will have to open the trade for 2 hours, but the expectancy is much more higher as well, right? Which strategy is better for the advanced level? So, excuse me, I didn't finish that thought. Thank you for bringing me back to this. What is the best strategy? The best strategy is one that you come up with yourself, where you learn to analyze a few factors so well that then you become an expert in that field. This is only the area for experts. Trading is only for experts. For those that are not professionals, right? You're not an institution, you're not a banker, you're not in a prop firm, and you're a beginner trader. If you lose all your money trading, you will probably give up. You'll probably finish with your trading career. That's the wrong way to go about it. You need to start small, and as you get better, ramp up, because as your experience level increases, your results will increase as well. And that's what a lot of traders, fail to miss. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a profession that many have dedicated many academic hours to, and experience of many years to this craft, right? To fine hone, to become better. And that takes time, and you guys need to give yourself that time. And the fact that you are trading, or that you are visiting this webinar and learning from other people, that's usually the best way to go. You really want to learn as much as you can before you put in, oh, perfect. Although we have this big red candle right here. The big red candle really threw me off, but I do hope that we hit some sort of level, and that will bounce back from that. And Bitcoin closed. What is going on? So this is something you guys have to do as well. You need to check out the strategy yourself, and if it doesn't work for you on a demo account, don't use it live. Don't do what I'm doing. Like, I'm just throwing my money out the window for these 1-2 minute trades, and I'm not enjoying it. I'm not enjoying it at all. Thanks, Sofiane. This is something else I want to take. This is also something, guys, add the FTSE 100, definitely, but keep in mind that the British economy is really strong. Really, really strong right now. Yeah, thank you. Actually, the account is growing quite slowly. Personally, in my mind, it could be a lot better. But there's a few other projects and other investments that I'm partaking in that take up a lot of my time as well. But yeah, I'm actually proud of my account as well. It's been pretty smooth this year, considering last year I lost up to $10,000 towards the end of the year. Yeah, actually, you only need the one moving average line. So this is Shivam Kurakar saying that on the Android platform, I'm not even looking at this line. Here, let me make it easier for you guys. There used to be a way of closing it. I'll just leave it like that. I only consider the gold line. Just so you guys know, I only consider the gold line. Perfect, thank you. So Mustafa Nuri, thank you so much for that. Let's have a look at the dollar yen. Perfect, 80% rate of return to the upside. It would be good, but somewhere over here. Keep in mind, I'm trading on the 1 minute graph. All right, let's see if I can open a few more trades. Oh, come on. Wow. Guys, this has never happened to me before. Oh. It's called the streamer's curse, is what it is. I really should have put on the demo account today. I can't believe it. 80 bucks or 60 bucks, I'm in the hole right now. For sure, especially that it's live. That sucks as well, sucks twice as much. This may be something I'm willing to trade. So guys, remember, same strategy. We cross this line here. Let's go ahead and draw that out again. I don't think it is. As you guys can see, good question. Is it legit to trade on the 1 minute graph? I think it's shaky. I think it's shaky. From my experience right now of using this strategy, I think it's shaky. For the 1 minute, for sure. Maybe a 1 hour graph would be better. I can't trade copper for 2 minutes. One other thing I want to remind you guys, that if you're having a really bad day, so same thing with the CAC 40 and the Euro stocks, we're looking to cross that line. See how the markets, they're very closely tied markets. The strategy is very simple. It's a momental strategy that pivots. That's why it's called the Axel strategy. We're looking at a price pivot point when we have a change in momentum, when we have, say, the bulls have exhausted their power. Like we can see here, right? We climbed up to a level, we're hitting up, not going any higher. And as we're hitting up here, you see how the Axel strategy is going kind of lower. It's a shift in momentum, signaling that we have run out of strength, and now we're going to start into the opposite direction. That's the idea. But as you can see on the 1 minute graph, it doesn't seem to be like such a good idea as it does in theory. Yeah, Mountain Pablo, there you go. And that's the thing, you guys. You don't want to be checking the strategy with your own money. You want to be checking the strategy either A, by watching these webinars, or by using the demo account. That way you can check that, hey, I would have lost $360 on this strategy. I don't want to use it. You go on to test another strategy. It's super important that you guys work with the demo account. That way, CAC 40. Super important that you test your strategies beforehand so that you can kind of forego the pain that I'm going through right now. All right, let's finish going down this list. I think I'm going to call it a day, you guys. This might be interesting, the US markets. Again, this would have been a good trade, guys. Have a look at how the markets are counterintuitive. We have a shift in momentum to the downside, but then the price moves up right away. Interesting. And that's another thing that'll come in time. Like if you're having a bad day and you're opening up poor trades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that'll be the last trade for today. I do see the US dollar growing in the next little while. So it could be that if this goes against me right now, oh boy. Wow. What an interesting day of trading has been for me today. How many of you guys, let me see in chat, have any of you lost 6 trades in a row? Like it's quite difficult to do. If you ever study statistics, the probability that you will lose 11 trades in a row is like 0.001. That's 11 trades in a row. So you can imagine that every trade that you lose in a row, it decreases and decreases in the chance that it'll be the next trade will be a loser as well. But it looks like I just can't get away from the streamer's curse today at all. So when you hit many losing trades, you should stop, I think. That's absolutely correct. Mustafa Nouri, I think you have the right idea. When you have so many losses in a row, in order to avoid going on tilt, in order to avoid looking at, your constant losses and avoid betting more than you normally would, right? Opening trades larger in order to make up for those losses. Even guys, honestly, I'm thinking of increasing my trade amount to 40, but that's not what you want to do, not when you're trading statistics. And so, yeah, this trade went completely against me. I urge you to double check your strategies on the demo account before you go live, and hopefully you'll have much better success than I have in trading today. All right, thank you all so much for coming. I hope you learned something of what not to do, and you'll have better success in the future. I want to invite you guys to subscribe to our social media pages. We have the likes of the Facebook, the YouTube page, and the Instagram up on the screen for you. And also we have, or I want to remind you that when you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you want to go ahead and click the bell icon so that you can get notified of when we have webinars. We're only going to be producing one webinar a week. I think you guys can handle that, and it'll really do a lot of you some good. So thank you guys so much for coming today. I really do wish you guys better luck and more success than I had today, but I think in the long term, it will even out and work out for me in the long term. All right, thank you all so much for coming. My name is Yaroslav Berchenko, and with Olymptrade, we wish you all good luck trading out there. Peace.